Now, from your weather authority, meteorologist Cody Bailey.
Well, as I mentioned before the break, we are just at the beginning of what looks to be a prolonged heat wave. And of course, we kind of classify heat waves here in the tri-state as at least 5 days in a row of temperatures at or above 90 degrees. We expected with the forecast that would begin tomorrow, as we would be likely in the upper 80s, close to 90 today. But with 90s yesterday and again today, it looks like the heat wave might have begun yesterday. There's a couple of exceptions this week, maybe Tuesday to Wednesday, where some more clouds and maybe those pop-up storms could potentially keep temperatures down. Some forecast guidance wants to keep us in the upper 80s, but I'm still forecasting some lower 90s. So it looks like, again, we are just at the beginning of this heat wave that began likely yesterday. And this looks like not just the upcoming work week. There are indications in other forecast guidance, kind of the long-range forecast models, that this could continue at least until next weekend as well. So we could be looking at a very prolonged period of hot and humid air. And unfortunately, for any outdoor plans you may have with Dad tomorrow, it's a very hot and humid Father's Day as well, as we'll be in the mid-90s. And then the humidity gets even higher for Monday, where temperatures will still be in the mid-90s. So right now, we're not looking at anything prolonged in terms of that very high humidity to warrant any type of a heat advice or anything like that. But we could have a couple of days, especially tomorrow and Monday, maybe Tuesday, where we could have those upper 90 to near triple-digit heat index readings. Again, the only relief that looks to be a possibility, not a guarantee, but a possibility, would be that each day features a slim chance of those very isolated hit or miss storms that we typically see throughout the summer months here across the tri-state, where they'll bubble up through the heat of the day, give you a brief downpour, maybe some thunder and lightning, and then fade away after about a half hour. And that trend continues off and on until sundown, and then we repeat that again basically the next day. So kind of a rinse, wash, repeat forecast here over the course of the next 7 days. We'll touch on that in a moment, but it is fairly comfortable in terms of humidity this evening. Still warm, but a nice night on the riverfront, though. If you have any plans this evening to enjoy the lack of humidity, that's our Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction tower camera, and our Heads Construction tower camera in Henderson showing a quiet evening. The strip looks like everything is in good shape, fairly quiet on US 41 there, with downtown Evansville off in the hazy distance there. Of course, air quality alert goes into effect overnight tonight, but we do have some high air quality index readings across the area right now too, so we'll touch on that here in a second as well. And then finally, out on the east side of Evansville, that's our Diamond Valley Federal Credit Union tower camera looking out towards I-69 and the Lord Expressway from the top of Deaconess Gateway. 89 is the air temperature, the dew point at 61, and on the comfort meter, that is well within the comfortable range. So a very tolerable evening here shaping up, and even a couple of 90s still on the board, or at least, yeah, a few 90s. Dixon at 90, Morganfield coming in at 91, and it's also 90 in Carmi. Upper 80s for most of us, still some mid 80s, and a far eastern fringe of our tri-state, basically Lagodi to the north, down to Beaver Dam to the south, about 85 to 87. The current temperature will fall through the 80s here the next couple of hours. Sun sets this evening at about 8:15. We'll fall through the 70s and eventually into the mid 60s for tonight. But Doppler radar is quiet and clear, but that air quality alert technically goes into effect for southern Indiana tonight at midnight through all day and tomorrow night, expiring at midnight as well for some higher levels of ozone. We mentioned that just a few minutes ago for the air quality action day for tomorrow. But already right now, the alert not technically in effect, but we are in that unhealthy for some range with an index, the air quality index for the Evansville area currently sitting at 126. So we'll have to watch that, of course. You don't want to exert yourself if you're outside. If you're sensitive to higher levels of ozone or the particulates in the atmosphere, definitely want to take it easy this evening. And of course, tomorrow, in addition to taking it easy because of the heat, again, we'll be in the mid-90s, high humidity. It's going to be a very uncomfortable day across the tri-state for our Father's Day on Sunday. But we stay clear tonight. A good amount of sunshine tomorrow, and we could have a few pop-up isolated showers and thunder showers through the heat of the day tomorrow. Like I mentioned a moment ago, the trends are during this summer-like pattern, the sun goes down, kind of cools things out, and the storms lose their energy and they fade away. Then we get to the next day, high heat, high humidity, things bubble up in the atmosphere again in the afternoon, and then the sun goes down, and you can see that repeating trend as we go day by day. Again, we could have a few more clouds on Tuesday, possibly Wednesday as well, and that's why I think some forecast products are pushing us into the upper 80s as opposed to the lower 90s. That could break the streak of 90-plus degree days. I don't think anybody's going to complain about that, but it doesn't look like a guarantee right now. So we're keeping the 90s in the forecast through most of next week. But again, a fairly pleasant but warm evening here here as we stay mostly clear. And that will continue tonight as we fall into the middle 60s. And then tomorrow it's mid 90s. Would not be surprised at all to see some upper 90s for the actual air temperature. And again, also wouldn't be surprised to see triple-digit heat index readings as well. So a very hot and humid Father's Day. Again, if it's not a situation where you have to go outside tomorrow, it's a good day to stay inside and enjoy the AC for sure. Could flirt with the very humid air on Monday. That would be dew points at and above 70 degrees. So very thick air, very hot conditions as well. Like I mentioned, still holding on to the 90s with pretty much daily chances of those isolated pop-up showers and storms. And like I mentioned a moment ago as well, it doesn't look to be just the next several days. There are indications this heat wave could continue through next weekend as well, with highs in the 90s and even those nighttime temperatures, low to mid 70s for very warm temperatures. Those are nearly 10 degrees above normal for warm, muggy nights and, of course, hot and humid afternoons on the way.